hey, you're the hell, you're the Alright guys, so today we're gonna try and make a couple of bone tools. Got some elk leg bones. We're gonna try using this saw. Don't know how well it's gonna work, but yeah, we're gonna use this saw. But we're gonna see what we can do with it. Maybe it'll cut, maybe it'll not. We might have a hard time. We'll see. Check out the next scene.
I don't know, maybe that's not the best choice.
And those are our dry scraping tools, made of bone.
Maybe next year that'll be your plan.
All right, so we got some bone. Hold on, 1 sec. We got our bones cut, and we have the marrow in here. And you can tell he's already really excited. So we're just gonna take like a stick like this that we can get deep up in here and pull some of this marrow out for him. Oh yeah, look at that. See, he loves this. It's a good way to clean your bones. Have your helping hand res dog there. There we go, get that. Yummy. Primitive way of cleaning your tools. Oh yeah. Come on, look at this. Come here. That big old one right there. Yum. All right, folks. I got some cool stuff to show you here. Check these out. So, we decided to try and making some bone scraping dry tools. You can tell he's really excited. He loves these guys. Not only these are heat treats, but these ones today are gonna be for us. All we did is we took it, the bone, cut it at a nice like 45-degree angle on each side. I cleaned up the bones, made sure they're nice and smooth on both sides. And then we tried to sharpen these edges right here. Not so they're too sharp, but they're sharp enough to grip on everything. And then I just took some fabric, wrapped it around, tied it with some awesome sinew. So we're using, you know, as natural as the way we can. We could have done with some buckskin, but I had some extra little fabric laying around. It gives it a nice little addition. But let's see, we're gonna try and use this guy here. So the idea is you want to take this and kind of go at a downward scraping motion on this hide. I'm gonna give you an example of kind of what it looks like. So you can see here, I've done a little bit of scraping here and a little bit of scraping here, just kind of testing it out. But let me zoom in real quick and we'll show you a little bit more deeper dive on it. All right, so what I'm gonna be going for is kind of this meat section right here. We got some meat, there's a little bit of hole there, but we're gonna try and work around that. But like I said, downward scraping motion, and make sure this edge stays clean so that you get a better scrape. So wipe the edge. Just tear this piece off. Hello. There you go, buddy. You see, you'll get this buildup of fat on here. Take that off and get back to work. So you see that nice little thin membrane that we're getting down, removing this layer? That's what we want right there. All right, so I got the idea from doing my bone tools and stuff from this Blackfoot Craftworks book. And what I'm kind of going for is doing what this guy has here. So, has the bone cut, and then it's got little ridges in here. I didn't realize that these tools needed ridges until I found this book. And so, this next part I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tools and carve some little ridges in them so they actually grip meat in the cartilage a little bit easier. But this is just a regular animal bone, assuming it's a deer or an elk. And then they wrap it with some leather on the outside to kind of give it a handle. And then that was their scraping tool. And then you got different forms here. These ones have metal tips, but they all have those ridges in them. And that's kind of what we're going for there. All right, so I have my tool here. Now I got it shaped here. I got a nice edge on it. I wrapped it with some cloth that I had, and then I used some sinew to tie it on so that it stays on there. I'm gonna take this little ulu knife I got, and the idea is I'm gonna cut some ridges right here on this edge, so that it almost has a little teeth, so that it could actually grip on the meat and the cartilage and stuff. So I'm just gonna take it like this and just hold it tight. And just start cutting in some edges. It's gonna take a little moment, but I'll get back to you when I get closer to the end. All right, so the ulu wasn't cutting it, literally. Not to be punny, but it wasn't cutting it. So we got a file. Off a suggestion of Dad, big old brain over there. But yeah, we're gonna try that. You can actually already see the work that is the progress. You can see that little notch there. That was like 30 seconds. And so I'm just gonna go along the line and make a couple of these real quick. And then I'll probably resharpen this and I'll show you what it looks like in the end.
The price just went up. House is yours? Yes, sir. The house and everything in it. That's good. She deserves it. Have much luck up there this last year? Seems more folks coming back pockets empty, full of gold. I'm not looking for gold.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. That's what we want. All right, so we got our sharpening one. All right, so we got our tools shaped up. I got those nice teeth in there. Those will grip a lot better than what I was using before. This was the goal. And I think these are finished now, and I think they will work really, really well. Hell yeah, Primitive Tools. All right, so you see we got some fresh snow out here. One thing that's cool about doing this method is they actually say you can still tan hides in negative freezing temps. I think right now we're sitting at about 25 to 29-ish degrees. But we got our new tool here. It's got our nice little teeth and little edges on it. I did a little test scraping so you can kind of see that there, but I'm gonna show you a little bit more on how good this little works. Here you go, buddy. So you can see here, that white layer right there, that's what I want to get to. I'm actually doing a pretty good job. Some of this red stuff will come off even more, but this right here, that's what we're going for. You can see over here on this side, I got it a little bit, but that's before I had the edges. This is with the edges. Does really, really well. So, I'm gonna get back to work, but I'll show you more later.